Thank you very much, Andrew. Fellow Toastmasters, I think it's fair to say that we all know what a comfort zone is. But just to be clear, a comfort zone is a psychological state in which things feel very familiar to us, where we experience low levels of anxiety and stress, but where we don't peak. So today, I would like to talk about that very topic. Neil Donald Walsh said at some point in his life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So let me ask you this. Who feels they are in their comfort zone right now? Show of hand. Oh, I think we can do better than that. Let me ask you this again. Who feels like we are doing pretty much the same thing without making real personal progress? A show of hand, please. Much better, much better. So today I would like to talk about 3 steps to get us out of our comfort zone, and also I would like to present a project proposal. Step number 1, get information. Anxiety usually comes from a fear of the unknown. Usually we imagine the worst case scenario of what could happen when we push past the boundaries of what makes us feel safe. To break through our comfort zone, we need to first educate ourselves. So, the goal is to find out whatever skill or activity we're pursuing that makes us feel nervous. We don't know why, but we know what we're doing. It's a catch-22, if you will. The more we know about something, the less scary and powerful we feel about it. For example, if you want to be a great public speaker, then your goal is to become comfortable with speaking in public. Makes sense. So to do that, you'll have to talk to Toastmasters colleagues and friends and learn what they do to overcome this obstacle. Then you will educate yourself about the process, their process, and the tricks that they use to help them get there. So that's step number 1. Step number 2. Have a plan. After educating yourself, you want to create a plan of action for pushing yourself to outside the boundaries of what you think is possible. With this step, you should write down a step-by-step blueprint of how you're going to get out of your comfort zone. Start with the easiest thing you know you can do. That's easy enough. Then create a plan to get to each level. In this plan, you need to create benchmarks. You need to create mini goals that will put you closer, one step closer, to pushing past that comfort zone that you find so difficult to reach. At this point also, it's important to identify the key challenges you're going to face and what you'll do to overcome them. Step number 3. Hold yourself accountable. I really believe in this one. Accountability is another key to breaking through your comfort zone. You want to tell your friends, your family, your colleagues about what you're trying to do. Maybe you want to put your name on the roster ahead of time. Here's an idea. To commit yourself to something and to be accountable to that thing that you've done. This is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to be engaged and to be committed to your progress. This is really an important step because the people in your life, your colleagues, our colleagues in our group, will keep you on track. You want them to give you that push that you need to go beyond your boundaries. They will make it just a little bit harder for you to quit because, well, in the end, let's face it, you know you will look foolish if you do, and nobody wants to look foolish. For example, using the public speaking example I just gave you earlier, you'll tell people that you want to become great at public speaking. That's one thing. Make a public declaration that you're committing to making at least, for example, 1 speech a month to your club. That's a really achievable goal. I'm sure you will agree with me. Hopefully, if your friends and family care enough, They'll ask you if you've achieved your mini goal once in a while, and they'll follow up with you. So now that we've covered 3 steps, getting information, having a plan, and holding ourselves accountable, here is my proposal, my project proposal. In an attempt to improve communication and offer more support to you and our various members, we've created, with the help of our president Scott, 3 success teams within our membership. So the purpose of these teams will be to support, encourage, challenge, and remind each other of the reasons why we joined this club in the first place. We tend to be on automated mode, and we do things without reminding ourselves of why we joined this club in the first place, and that's very important. We want to speak, lead, and develop personal goals. That's what we want to do. The participants in these groups will keep in touch with each other and meet by Zoom meetings at a day and time outside of our regularly scheduled meetings. How often we meet, once a month, every 2 weeks, once a week, will be decided by the group. And at those meetings, we will talk about different things. We'll talk about sharing educational tips, sharing openly our immediate goals, 6-month goals, and ultimate goal. We'll talk about our next speech project and what we're currently working on, and we will talk about what we would like help with. I will be one of those leaders. And I know that although we're all very busy, we all know that, by setting up these subgroups, we will all feel a little bit more connected and supported in our journey to become better communicators. Fellow Toastmasters, breaking out of your comfort zone is not easy. We know that. Don't let anxiety prevent you from doing what you truly want to do. You have a goal, only you know it. Share it with folks. Attack your fears and push the boundaries of what makes you overly comfortable right now. Maybe you'll find that this experience will provide opportunities you never knew existed. So, I hope that you will join me at our next meeting. Back to you, Madam Chair.